Hey guys, and welcome to my 2023 bullet journal setup. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jen. I'm going to be setting up my journal for 2023. I am using the NAMI B5 bullet journal from Notebook Therapy. It is really good. The pages are perfect. The size is great in my opinion. And I really like the designs this company has in regards to the bullet journal. So this is a quick overview of the design for 2023. I went with something simple and not too many pages because I want to try to use this journal for the entire year instead of having two journals like for half a year. So if you don't know Notebook Therapy, they are a company that sells bullet journals. They have a lot of different themes that they release, seasonal ones and monthly ones. All of the designs are really nice, and they have other products as well. They have a website that you can go ahead and check out all of their products. Okay, so before starting the video, I made some measurements. I'm going to be using the Tombow mini adhesive tape. I'll be using the Tombow dual brush pens. Those are the 4 colors I'm going with. I'm going to be using this alphabet stamp I received from one of the subscription boxes from Archer and Olive. And this ink pad I got off Amazon. So for this setup, I decided to use the SCA Pigment liner, water-based liner pens instead of the usual Sakura Pigment ones that I use. I'm going to go ahead and start taping this smaller, darker blue cardstock paper that will go below to give it a more in-depth look. I also use this edge cutter to get rid of the sharp edges of the paper so it goes along with the journal round corners that it has. I'll go ahead and tape this over it, trying to align it so it looks centered and it goes well with the page. Once I'm glad and satisfied with how it is, I'm gonna go to the other side and take these like edge scraps and just tape it at the bottom and at the top and give it a nice look. I didn't really want to do something elaborate for the setup, but I also did not want to go minimalistic, so I just try to keep a balance between the two. Okay, now I'm going to use the alphabet stamps and just write that quote that's there: create the life you always wanted. I did this little border around it just so it doesn't look plain. I did utilize this other alphabet stamp I have because this one contains numbers, and I wanted to stamp on 2023 just so the year the journal was created and is there. I'm not gonna do anything over the page. I just doodled a couple of little like stars and sparkles so it doesn't look just super plain. I outlined the parts that were on white paper with black, and on the cardstock paper I went ahead and outlined the border with the white jelly roll pen just to make a nice little contrast there. So I felt like maybe I should add some shadowing just to give it more give this setup here more depth. So I went in with a gray, light shade of gray for the bottom, and then a darker shade for the top. So I went ahead and did the same for the other side of the page. So now I'm going into my yearly calendar. I again wanted to go with a simple look, simple design. So I made like half a circle and just added some flowery details. I will be cutting off half of the page there where you see that line. So it's like a Dutch door. And I alternated between the blue shades by putting the darker shade and the light shade, and then this next darker shade and the light shade. So for the leaves detail, I just colored in the big leaves. I did alternating colors of the blue shades. And for the yearly logs here, I added the number of the month, and I will write the name of the month over that. So as I go ahead and do that, I'll discuss things that I'm looking forward to for 2023 and plans that are being made. I will finally be getting my driver's license in 2023, and I will start driving. I am nervous about it because, like I mentioned in the previous videos, from New York City, so driving here is definitely crazy, but it's going to be a necessity. So I am looking forward to it, even though I'm nervous about it, but it's definitely something to look forward to, and I can't wait for that to happen. My husband and I are also moving in 2023 to another place, hopefully a bigger place. I'm looking forward to that because I would like a bigger area for my journal and my stationery and just my art setup. I have a lot of ideas of how I want to set it up this time, and I also have been buying a lot of stationery and journals, and I need space to organize that and fix it up. So that's also something we're looking forward to and something we're planning. I'm also looking forward to going to Taylor Swift's Eras concert in May. I managed to book tickets. My husband and I will be attending to one of her venues in May. It's something I'm really excited about. It's going to be a dream come true. I've been a Taylor Swift fan since 2006, and I've never been to one of her concerts. And the fact that the first concert I will be going to will be one that encompasses all of her eras, all of her albums, is basically I get to experience everything I missed out on all those other concerts that she did. I highlighted the dates that were important to me, such as birthdays, anniversaries, and such throughout the year. Back to setting up my journal, I made a couple of errors. This happens to me all the time when it comes to setting up months in this format. I double check, but for some reason it continues happening to me. I kind of skipped over one of the days, so I obviously threw everything after August into a loop. They were not correct, the days with the numbers, so I went ahead and I fixed it. I tried the best that I could, but I just feel that by now it's just a part of me. It's just meant to happen because it honestly has happened every single time I have set up my journal. Okay, now that I'm done outlining all the dates, I go ahead and just outline the little floral designs I did as dividers between the months. Now I'll go ahead and outline the details over on this side before I start cutting out the half of the page to create that Dutch door. Okay, first I cut the edges because it's just a straight line, so I really don't need the X-Acto knife for this. Once I do that, I go ahead and place the cutting mat underneath to make sure the pages are protected. And I go ahead and start slowly cutting the edge. I left a border around it because I didn't want it to be right on the designs, just in case I didn't cut out. You know, I cut in too much, it wouldn't look lopsided or anything. Cut it out, I gently removed the excess of page, and I just went over and quickly cut out any excess that was left or any extra piece. Then I went ahead with my edge cutter and I cut off these sharp edges, make them rounded. Here I just set up my goals, my yearly goals page, and this is a quote I got off Pinterest. I would like to start off every year thinking that there was going to be a lot of new experiences and adventures. The goals that I have set up are personal goals, health goals, and travel goals. Personal goals for 2023 encompass things like the driver's license that I mentioned before, and also trying to grow a following and a base with my bullet journaling. I also want to improve in bullet journaling because I know there's so much more that I can do better. So I also want to go back and start watercoloring, which was something that I used to do a lot before, and I kind of stopped, and then I do get into it a bit and then I stop again. But I would like to pick it up and improve on it and create new pieces. My health goals, I would like to be more active. Now that we have a puppy, he's a beagle, they're very energetic dogs, so I feel like with this new addition to our family, this will help in the health aspect. We currently don't have any travel goals set in place for 2023. We have some ideas of things we'd like to do. Maybe drive out to New Hampshire or one of the states in New England and just experience autumn there. We're not sure if we'll make another trip to Washington. That's a touch and go right now, but there are different places we do want to see here in New York, so I do count those as travel goals. Okay, now up to the last page. I contemplated this a lot. This page took me a while just to set up because I previously in my other journals had like a memories page where I would post pictures of like the highlight of a month, but I did not keep up with that at all. So I decided maybe instead of just adding a picture as a memory, I would just write different highlights of each month. That way, I'd have more space to write things instead of just like deciding this one thing is the highlight for a month, because multiple things can be a highlight in your life. So again, I went with a very simple setup, not that elaborate, just a simple quote at the beginning and end of 2023, and just the months, initials up top and at the bottom, even though at first I had it at the top, but I felt like it gives it a cleaner look if those initials were at the bottom. And then I just added the numbers of the months. And the final touch was just outlining, giving it like a 3D effect, just so 2023 doesn't look plain. And there you have it. That is my 2023 bullet journal setup. I'm really glad with how this turned out. I feel like it contains what I wanted, which was a simple yet aesthetic type of design. Looking forward to using this journal and for what 2023 has to bring. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to do so and leave your like and comments. See you next time.